I'm and just the theming. So we decided to go with a hacker theming. So essentially, I'll leak a little bit here. I don't want to give away too much, but essentially, with the
Awesome.
game, you're essentially a hacker, and when you get into the game, the front end is like a terminal look, like a
Yeah.
terminal slash like 90s hacker movie vibe feeling, like a
Okay.
fun
Cool.
type of hacking, kind of simulator type of
Yeah.
Nice.
deal. And when you first buy into the game, you're buying a botnet virus, which is represented by an
Ah.
NFT, and this botnet virus is going around taking control of servers,
That's crazy.
and the servers act as your in-game currency. So as you're taking
Nice.
control of hacking servers, you can then trade control of those servers to the buy these items on what looks like a dark net market. So you're
Wow.
trading control of servers for items which are different hacking items, and we're naming all of the viruses after real viruses like WannaCry, like Deep Blue, like
Wow.
the Deep Blue botnet, and WannaCry ransomware. So all
Holy
the
shit! I'm
NFTs.
excited for this.
Don't forget, I love you, Bug. That's from the Philippines, right? I love you.
I can't wait. I do remember that one. That was the one spread by email way back in the day, like AOL or something.
That was
Yeah.
I
back in the
remember
day,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, so it has this kind of passive feature where you're running a botnet and trying to make the botnet more powerful so you can take control over more servers passively as the botnet
Wow.
spreads, while there's a more aggressive active side of the gameplay where you're building up more like specifically red team targeted type of tools such as rat tools and other offensive tools that allow you to hack other players in the game and take control over their servers. So you're not just like passively mining them, you can also
Yeah.
attack other players in the game and take control over their servers. And you can also build defenses, and
Defense, yeah.
Wow.
by buying so essentially the more active NFTs have a rating and or have values. It's broken into attack, defense, and looting essentially. So the
Beautiful.
NFTs, the active NFTs, depending on what they are, could have a high attack, a high defense, or a high looting rating.
Yeah.
And for example, a high looting uh, a high looting NFT is the WannaCry ransomware NFT. That has it's essentially all looting. So when there's someone else in the game, what you can do is you can attack them, and if your attack rating is higher than their defense rating, then you can take control over however many servers they have, dependent on your loot rating. So if you have a high loot rating, you'll be able to take over control of more of their servers. If you have a low loot rating, you'll be able to take control over less of their servers, and then you could essentially buy firewall and buy different defensive tools that help you build
Wow.
up your defense against people, and then once a day, essentially, you could take those servers and cash them out for on what looks like a darknet for in this case it would be Sol, because we're launching it on the
Yeah.
Solidity chain. So this is essentially how you can cash out of the system for selling these servers that you've infected through your botnet or stolen from other players of the game through attacking them through different hacking tools. And
Yeah.
this is essentially how you cash out of the game. And then there's like that tool that only one person can have. This can give you you know special abilities. For example, you can only cash out at one period during the day, so you have to really strategize when you're going to attack someone. Because say you invest all of your capital into having a high attack, and you're not investing into your defense.
Mm.
If you have a high
Yeah.
attack and a high loot rating, you can get away with this. if you attack people right before it's the time to cash out, so they don't have time to attack you back.
Freaking
Piss people
brilliant,
off.
man.
Yeah, well, see,
I can't wait for this shit.
the
Ridiculous,
theming,
bro.
me and my partner came up with the theming as far as the gameplay, like the hard gameplay, and like keeping it balanced and all that stuff. That a lot of that is due to the person that I brought on who designs games for a living. So I have to attribute a lot of that to him, and we'll see if he. I'm sure he'll be on the documentation and stuff, but I'll see if he wants to do interviews and stuff. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that would be freaking awesome, man.
Yeah, hopefully, but
freaking awesome.
Anyways, the game has so many elements, and then so we wanted to have essentially NFTs that are also procedurally generated and randomized with specific assets that have different rarity values, like pugs.
Yeah.
So our
Yeah.
version of pugs is spies. So we have spies in our game, which goes with the hacking theme, right? So and they play a role in the game, and they're procedurally generated with specific assets that give a different rarity rating, and there's a specific amount of them that are minted at the start and never minted again, and you can buy them on a secondary market. This is how you get them after the launch of the game, is by trading and buying them in a secondary market, same as pugs and those ones are traded. All of this has been built and ready to go, but we have we want to make sure we get the art and the theming in the front end to look like a A1 game, like something you would buy from Steam. So this is what we're working on, and we took a little bit of a break from doing it to get the farm up and running, because the farm was something that, like I already said, was something that I thought I was gonna finish in a week, ended up taking a few months, because we built something that we can really stand behind and be proud of. But we put the game on the shelf for a little bit while we finish that. But I have a few people that are working for me, developers, so it's not just me doing everything. So right now we have people that are have gotten back to work on the game. So I don't want to put out a hard deadline for it now, but it's in the works, and sooner or later.
Man, we're excited for it. We can't wait for that to come out.
You guys heard it first on here, man.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
You heard it first, right here.
I broke two things. Right, I broke that we're going to have an additional group public sale for the Manor Farm, and I leaked out some information that I shouldn't have leaked out about the NFT game, but I'm happy I did for you guys.
Man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Awesome,
that is
man.
just amazing, bro.
Exciting.
Yeah. Awesome.
Right here, you heard it right here first.